Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. Probably as we are looking at these Christmas carols and looking at the meanings of the words and what they tell us about Jesus Christ at this special time of the year, probably a lot of people's favourite carol is O Holy Night. There's just something about it, hearing it sung, and particularly hearing it being sung well. There's something about the match between the words and the music and that sustained high notes. You know, that the song actually spans a range of an octave and a half. So it, even when you're listening to a good singer singing this, there's sort of, are they going to hit that high note moment? And it's wonderful when they do. But this song actually came about because a parish priest at a place in Roquemar in France was rededicating some stained glass windows in his church in the 19th century. And he invited a friend of his to write a poem, a friend called Placide Cappeau. Now, there's one thing unusual about this. Placide Cappeau was a good poet and good with words, but he was not a religious person. He was an atheist and he owned a wine shop. Now, there's nothing wrong Christians being friends with atheists. You know, I'm very happy to count Michael Nugent of Atheist Ireland among my friends, and I always enjoy talking and chatting with Michael. And Michael himself is a bit of a writer. He was one of the co-writers of the musical I, Kino, that was wildly successful a few years ago. And yet, I don't think I would approach Michael to write a gospel song as an atheist. But the priest approached Placide Cappeau to write a poem, and he wrote a poem which was about the birth of Jesus and about the church, but very much it was contrasting the lowly and humble circumstances of Christ's birth with the wealth and the power that was wielded by the established church of the day, and just how arrogant he saw the church as being. So this is how his poem went, a sort of literal translation of those original French words by Placide Cappeau. Midnight, Christians, it is the solemn hour, when God as man descended unto us to erase the stain of original sin and to end the wrath of his Father. The entire world thrills with hope on this night that gives it a Savior. People on your knees, await your deliverance. Christmas, Christmas, here is the Redeemer. May the ardent light of our faith guide us all to the cradle of the infant, as in ancient times a brilliant star guided the Oriental kings there. The King of Kings was born in a humble manger. O mighty ones of today, proud of your greatness. It is to your pride that God preaches. Bow your heads before the Redeemer. The Redeemer has broken every bond. The earth is free and heaven is open. He sees a brother where there was only a slave. Love unites those whom iron had chained. Who will tell him of our gratitude? For all of us he is born. He suffers and dies. People, stand up. Sing of your deliverance. Christmas, Christmas, sing of the Redeemer. I guess listening to those words, you can catch the implicit criticism of the comfortable church authorities and contrasting the reality of what happened in the stable in Bethlehem with that. And set to music by a French music hall composer, it quickly became popular among common people, but was greatly disliked by the church. The church saw this song as being subversive. They saw it as really, they said it was without any true Christian spirit whatsoever. And so they suppressed it, and it was ordered not to be sung in French churches, which might have been the end of the matter, but thankfully it was not. Because this song was to rise again. Just as the song starts by saying, Christians, kneel before your Redeemer, and it ends up saying, now stand up and sing of your deliverance. This carol itself was suppressed and yet came back in the most surprising way, not in France where it was written, but across the Atlantic in the United States of America by the abolitionist movement that was fighting against slavery. And we're going to look at that next time. So please join us again as we continue to look at this carol, O Holy Night, in our next Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.